Good morning, everyone. Today is the 5th of November. It's the big US election day. Lots of exciting news, and we're just going to do our amazing weekly Step and Go update. So, just currently filling in all the information into our mass document that I built. Oof, negative 18%, 19% in the day. That doesn't look so good, but hopefully it's just temporary. So, just taking the numbers. 1, 2, and then we go into the math document. Okay, so current cost of a shoe right now is 6,660 GMT. So if you want to get into the game, you're looking at probably 2 of those, or you've got a soulbound one and you have to just buy one to burn for energy. So you are looking at 6660, $800 for a shoe right now. The cost to breed a shoe is about $600, so it's not looking too bad. You're going to be making about 150 per mint after the 6% tax. So all in all, you're still making a good profit if you are a shoe breeder right about now, but it's obviously not desirable. I would love the floor price to increase a lot more, as well as GGT. I'm hoping that it's all temporary. I'm hoping that a lot of the GGT price has been sold and a lot of the sneakers have been sold just for the Snoop Dogg raffle, which we'll talk about shortly. But just going back to my numbers, because obviously it's my weekly update. In terms of my numbers on my main account, I make about 47 GGT a day, which is 58 US dollars a day. My house guest, they making about 36 GGT a day, which is 44, and then of that they make 20%, so 3.6, so 7.2. So they're going to be making on average about $9 a day, which isn't bad. It's free money. I'm happy for them. I think if you have a house guest, it might be a good time to increase it from 10% to 20%, just because I kind of like the idea of always giving somebody $10 a day to do a run. However, I will admit that my current house guest is not 100% consistent. So if you guys have any ideas on what to suggest on how to basically decide our next house guest, the current one is done in 8 days time. So if you guys can make some suggestions on, I don't think I'm going to do a blind raffle again with the Bulbasaur one. So if you guys can find a decent way to make a cool raffle and you can prove that you're a runner to be eligible, let me know in the comments down below. In terms of like the social element and the news, there's nothing in articles, but if you go into events, there's a bunch of amazing in real life events, which I'm sure they're giving away GMT, some soulbound shoes. Definitely check those out if you're in the area. So we got New York, Romania, Istanbul, I know there's Greece, there's Santa Monica, Japan, Bangkok, Moscow, Brazil, Vietnam. Like, there are people doing stuff all over the place. It's amazing. You can even then check the online ones if you're not there. I don't think they're as popular right now. We're all getting into the groove of in real life events, and that's pretty sick. I guess if you go on to Step and like the main profile, they still raffling off like house codes if that's what you guys are keen to get, as well as gift bag codes if you want to just experiment with the game and get into it. But the main big thing that has been on everyone's mind and what everyone's talking about is the Snoop Dogg collection, like the new Genesis. It's an amazing collab. If we go to more, basically they, instead of doing everything on more like they usually do, they've split it up. And so originally what they did is there are 800 shoes dropping, and they raffled off 400 on Twitter through social media platforms, and basically likes, retweets, and sharing existing runs. And then they're doing another 400 on the more system, where you basically buy tickets for 15,000 GMT. If you win, you get the shoe. If you don't win, you get your GMT refunded back to you. It's a pretty good system. I like that they've done half and half. I think it's a pretty good way to do it. It also just, like, my Twitter blew up for the last week. It's been insane. And just all in all, I'm super happy about it. This shoe is iconic. I think it is the coolest designed of the four. I mean, a lot of them are all great. The Dog House especially, just classic. But for me, the blunt shoe is the goal. I hope that this, I mean, it makes sense that this is the runner, but I wish it was the trainer. I mean, just based on it, you've got your walker, your jogger, your runner, which is the blunt, and then your trainer, which is just the more casual shoe. But if you guys want to get into it, just basically jump in. I think we're on raffle number 2 at the moment. So there's still going to be, you've got, what's it called? Like 1 hour, maybe? Nope. You've got, okay, we just, like the one raffle just finished. But you've got 23 hours for raffle 2, and then you're going to have another 24 hours for raffle 3, and then another 24 hours for raffle 4 from the moment that this video gets posted. I'm going to try and upload it in the next few hours, so we'll see. Hopefully it all goes smoothly, but I'll put a link down below for you guys.